All right, graphs of square and cube root functions. All right, so square is the square root with the imaginary 2, and cube root is the square root with the 3 out in front. So here's the standard function or graph of the y equals square root of x function. Which of the following is the graph of y equals negative square root x plus 6? Choose one answer. Okay, so negative on the outside of our function. If you remember on our little formula sheet, negative on the outside is down here, reflection about the x-axis. So negative x-axis. So that means this negative sign out front is going to make us go on the bottom side of the x. And we're going to go up 6. So up here and something like that. There it is. C. Here we go. A little slope. All right, so we have a cube root. I'm talking before it's actually graphed. Negative 7 on the inside. Remember, that's to make it go to the right by 7. That should be an arrow. Come on. There we go. There's my arrow. Fill it in. By 7. And then we're going to go down by 3. So to the right 7. Right here, and then down 3. We're going to have a graph that looks like this. Looks like A. It's actually going to be it right here. Yeah, it's definitely A. Okay, next question. All right, we have 3 things going on here. We have a negative 1 on the inside, which means that's going to go to the right. We have a positive 2, which means we're going to go up 2. And actually, there's 2 things out here, a negative sign and then a 3, which means we're going to stretch it. So a lot going on here. So let's do this one at a time. So the inside means we're going to go to the right 1. So that means we're going to go here. Same graph approximately. It can come out super clean. Something like that. Okay, so that's our green. Our red, we're going to go up 2. So instead of at 1 or 0, 1, we're going to go to 0, 1, 1, 0. We're not going to go to 1, 2 and draw our new graph. And then we're going to do a negative sign, so we're going to flip, and remember what's on the outside, we go about the x-axis. So we're going to flip down here and draw out like that. And then 3 means we're going to have a stretch. Okay, so it's going to stretch faster, something like that. Okay, so actually I made a mistake. When I flipped it on the y-axis, I flipped it after I did my transition. I should have done it right away. So if I would have flipped, so let's say I flipped it first. So we're going to go down here first, and we're going to have a stretch. So I should have drawn it even a little straighter like that. And then we're going to do our transformations. So negative 1 goes here, and then up 2 goes here. So that's what my graph should look like. I think it's going to be D. Okay, now you always want to check your answer. So it looks like right around 5 is where we cross our x-axis. So let's plug in 5 and see if we get 0. And that'll confirm our answer. So 5 comes in here. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4, square root of 4 is 2. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. See, okay, so I made a mistake. What you can see is what I did is when I stretched it, so we plugged in 4, right? So 4 went to negative 4. which is right there. Doesn't look like it's matching up. So 4 minus 1. Oh, no, I made my math wrong. So 5, right? Oh, I put 5 in there, not 4. Okay. That makes more sense. I plugged in 5 originally. 5 minus 1 was 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 plus 2. So 5 goes to negative 4. And that does make sense because 5 does go to 4 right here. Negative 4, I should say. So does C. When I stretched it, I stretched it the wrong way. I stretched it outwards. I should have stretched it downwards. So remember I did my negative 3 from here to here. I should have gone down a little more. So C is the answer. There you go. See, check your work. Okay, this one's going to be a little tricky, I have a feeling, because they flipped the X and the 5. So I'm writing it down now. Oops, I wrote the 3 in the wrong spot. So 5 minus X plus 4. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is rewrite this so the X is first. So cube root of negative X plus 5 plus 4. Remember, make sure you don't write this square root all the way over. And we're going to factor this negative sign out. Negative, and that's X minus 5 plus 4. So now we can see there's 3 transitions or transformations from our standard cube root of X. We have a negative sign. We have a horizontal shift to the right, actually, because it's negative. And then we have a up by 4. So this negative on the inside, using our cheat sheet, means that we are flipping on the y-axis. Okay, so you also want to make sure that you do the parentheses first. You want to follow your order of operations. So parentheses first, we're going to move to the right 5. Okay. So we're going to the right 5 first. So we're going to go up like this. And then we're going to, we've done the right 5. Now we're going to flip on the y-axis. Right? Yeah, y-axis, just confirming. So we flip, we come all the way over here. And we're going back through 5 this way. And finally, we're going up to 4, like that. And that's our last one. Now, looks like it's going to be A, right? So, if it is A, if we plugged in negative 5, we should go up to 4. So let's check that if we go up to 4. Negative 5, negative 3. I don't think it's going to be that one, actually. So if we plugged in negative 5, we should go to 4. So let's plug in negative 5, and I'll show you why I don't think it's that answer. So negative 5 is going in for X. So 5 minus negative 5 is 5 plus 5, which is 10. The cube root of 10. So we got to do 3, and then the X out front. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this. So 3 goes in for the X, so that's cube root, and we're doing 10 inside. That is equal to 2, and then we're adding 4, so plus 4. So our value is just above 6. And we plugged in negative 5. So negative 5, it looks like it's going to 4. So that doesn't look right, because 6 will be way up here. So negative 4 goes to 6 here. Okay, so maybe it's okay. Maybe when I flipped it on the y-axis, I should have kept it right here in the middle. So I moved it out to the right 5, and I flipped it. So I should have kept the flipping. So to the right 5. Oops. And then we flipped it with the negative sign from here. Just flipped it right in place, not all the way across the y-axis like that. And then we're going to go up 4. So we're going to go up to 4 right there. So, oops, I don't know why I changed that. That was not what I wanted to do. So I think it's going to be B. We just plugged in negative 5, and that went up to 6, which is our value. You can check another number, 5, and see if it goes to 4. So 5 goes in here. 5 minus 5 is 0. The square cube root of 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. So, yeah, we checked 2 points. That's the right one. And there you go. We're done.